Welcome back to another episode of the Liberty Podcast, I should say. Today we are going to be discussing H.R. 127 and just why it's unconstitutional. We'll go over what it's about. Let's see here. H.R. 127 to provide for the licensing of firearm and ammunition possession and the registration of firearms and to prohibit the possession of certain ammunition. In the House of Representatives, January 4th, 2021, Ms. Jackson Lee introduced the following bill, which was referred to the Committee on the Judiciary. A bill to provide for the licensing of firearm and ammunition possession and the registration of firearms and to prohibit the possession of certain ammunition. So that is H.R. 127. That is an unconstitutional bill because nowhere's in my Constitution, nowhere's in the Second Amendment, does it say I am required to license my ammunition, license my firearm. What this doesn't tell you is with the licensing of firearms and ammunitions, you have to pay a yearly tax. Well, I shouldn't be taxed just because I'm expressing my Second Amendment, my God-given constitutional Second Amendment. This is complete horseshit. H.R. 127 needs to be shut down. The Republicans need to stand up and tell them, no, we're not doing this. This is unconstitutional, and it's not going to fly. Because I can tell you they don't want us, the American people, to stand up and say, no, this is unconstitutional, and it's not going to fly. This bill is literally the only reason they want to bring this bill into law is so they can control the government, they can control the people, and they can control the whole United States population. That's also why they want to bring millions of illegal immigrants into our country so they can say, oh yeah, let's register them, and then they'll vote for us because we're giving them a living. Listen, people, it's real simple. They're attacking the Second Amendment so hard so they can come for the rest of them. The Second Amendment is the sole backbone of America. The Second Amendment is the reason America is free. That and our troops, and our law enforcement, and our first responders. Alright guys, sorry about that. I had to take a phone call. I done forgot where I was at, what I was talking about. No, I was talking about H.R. 127 and how unconstitutional it is. It's an infringement on our Second Amendment. Bottom line is, our Second Amendment gives us the right to bear arms. And it says it shall not be infringed. And putting a tax on us expressing our Second Amendment is an infringement. And it's unconstitutional. Bottom line is, the government needs to just stop trying to control our lives. As right now with the pandemic going on and everything that's going on in America, that's what they are doing. They are controlling every aspect of our lives. And it's complete bullshit. It's political incorrectness. But to them, what I'm saying is political incorrectness. No, the politicians, the career politicians, and the Joe Biden administration are wrong. They are complete assholes. They're a tyrannical government. And I don't know what's going to have to happen to stop these people. because at this point, it's getting way out of hand. They keep trying to take our Second Amendment away. Obama did the same thing. He wasn't as tyrannical as Joe Biden's administration is, or going to be. Obama, I hate to admit this, but Obama is better than Joe Biden. Obama is better than Joe Biden. And that's horrible, because I didn't like Obama. Didn't like him at all. I'd much rather have Trump again. But it's just my opinion. Joe Biden is politically, he's a monster. And you guys will see that soon enough. Let's look at how many jobs he has taken away. The XL pipeline, sign that executive order, stopping the work on the XL pipeline. That laid off, what was it, close to 19, 20,000 union employees. I'm probably lowballing that number. But it took a lot of jobs. And then what's he do a couple days later? Signs an executive order to stop the building of the border wall in New Mexico. And that lays off more federal employees, taking away their livelihoods, the way they're making money and feeding their families, like he did those union employees working on the XL pipeline. He's just going to continue taking jobs away. And then I'm surprised when there's 13,000 people in one day signing up for unemployment. What the fuck did you think was going to happen? You expect them people to be able to go out the next day and be making the same amount of income from a different job, especially during a pandemic, when it's harder than hell to find a job? No, it doesn't work that way. Joe Biden, you are an idiot. And as far as H.R. 127 goes, it will never be passed. It's going to be shut down, and they're never going to get it passed. And if it does get passed, you're going to see what type of violence that invokes out of the American patriots. The people who will fight for their Constitution and die. The men and women who serve this country every day. The biggest percent of them is going to be on the American people's side, and they're going to defend their Constitution no matter what. This is America. We are here to be free, not slaves of the government. Not political puppets of the government. We, the American people, need to come together and teach our government that they cannot control every aspect of our life. And that's all I have for this one. We'll catch you guys on another episode of the Liberty Podcast.